So just the other day, we got a PlayStation showcase. Obviously, you guys saw it. There was some really awesome new Spider-Man 2 gameplay and a bunch of other announcements. I want to just talk about some PS5 games that I'm the most excited for. Atlas Fallen is coming out at the ending of the summer of this year. This new game is this big RPG with some really interesting and creative weapons. It looks really cool and very exciting. It is a new IP, and I'm always good for new IP. It's like this big fantasy game that's semi-open world, like that kind of structure. Mortal Kombat 1 is coming out in September, and that is just so exciting because it was only announced in May. That is an amazing turnaround for NetherRealm Studios to show us this new amazing looking cinematic trailer and then tell us it's going to be out in a few months. Mortal Kombat is one of my favorite franchises. I've been obsessed with the modern games in the series, and I cannot wait for more. I mean, everything about Mortal Kombat is just so exciting to me, and the cinematic trailer is amazing. It really looks very, very realistic, and I can't wait to see all the fatalities and stuff, which characters make the roster. They're really focusing on story a lot. They're following up on the timeline reset and everything, so it's going to tell a new story here, so really looking forward to that. Assassin's Creed Mirage coming this October. It's funny, I forgot that we haven't gotten an Assassin's Creed game technically in a few years. Assassin's Creed has been one of my favorite franchises, though I've gotten the fatigue. You know, we're going back to the basics here. They really are focusing on what Assassin's Creed used to be instead of Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Nothing against those big, massive RPGs, but like we're going back to the stealth action games that Ubisoft started Assassin's Creed on, and I'm actually so happy with that because it'll be a return to form and it should be pretty fun and fresh. Unfortunately, it still doesn't have a release date, although we only just got the official gameplay reveal and cinematic trailer for Spider-Man 2. Obviously, the first game is one of the best things that PlayStation has done in the last several years, and Spider-Man 2 is coming out. We're getting Venom here, Kraven the Hunter. I love the cinematic they showed us. It's super dark and seems like they're going to be going in that direction with the storyline. Of course, also with Peter getting the symbiote suit and then Venom. So it's going to be dark. It's going to be exciting. Everyone online talk about how maybe Peter and Miles are going to end up fighting. I'd love to see the Spider-Mans fight each other, and this dark Spider-Man going to be a real menace, and the storyline is apparently going to be even more emotional, they say, than the last one. The gameplay looks incredible. It looks like so much fun. Can't wait. Spider-Man is one of my favorite games. Phantom Blade Zero is a brand new game coming to PS5 that we saw at this showcase. As a fan of samurai games of the like, I think that I'm excited for this. It's definitely giving me some Ghost of Tsushima vibes, and I'm all for that. As a huge fan of that game, and like I said, just games of that nature and stuff. This seems like a pretty interesting storyline here. It's a character that only has so long to live. A lot of dynamic, exciting gameplay, fast-paced action and everything we see, and the aesthetic looks great for Phantom Blade Zero. This is 100% a game that I'll have on my radar. I actually could not believe that Konami is remaking Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. The Metal Gear Solid franchise is one that I really appreciate. I have the most fond memories probably of Snake Eater. I think it's just such an interesting game. It's so well made. The storyline in this series is so awesome. I mean, this is like a movie. To be able to play Snake Eater again on PS5 is going to be unbelievable. We already saw how incredible the cinematic trailer was. The graphics are going to be mind-blowing, and I'm just beyond excited to return to Metal Gear Solid. I know it's not a sequel, and I know that, you know, we might never see a sequel, but to remake one of the best PS2 games, one of the best, if not the best in the series, it's just going to be awesome. Cannot wait for Delta Snake Eater. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is a game that I feel like it's going to be a while till we really get it. I mean, at one point it even said 2023 for the release date. There's a lot of games in development over at Ubisoft. They've got a lot of teams and they've got a lot of projects in the works. Avatar is an incredible world to take from for a game, so I think that Ubisoft could deliver. Obviously, it'll take some time and we'll have to see how it goes. Like I said, I don't see us getting Avatar Frontiers of Pandora for a while, but once we do, it should be a beautiful, immersive, open world experience with some really interesting and fascinating world building and storytelling. I hope that they could deliver on giving us that experience that the films have done. Pragmata is a new game coming from Capcom, and it's one that we don't know a lot about. It was announced quite a while back too. As of now, I'm seeing a to be confirmed 2023 release. I don't know about that. It is just very mysterious and honestly all the more intriguing as a result. We've seen this guy in a spacesuit in this world that looks kind of familiar but also like very futuristic, and there's a cat in there. Pragmata just has me so intrigued. I want to know more about it. When it comes to ninja action games and samurai stuff like that, Team Ninja is one of the best developers out there, so if I see a new game coming from them, I gotta be pretty excited for something violent and hardcore and awesome. You know, I love gameplay like the things that Team Ninja has done before. So Rise of the Ronin is on my radar. This is also going to be exclusive to PS5, which is really cool. It's coming out next year as of now. And Rise of the Ronin just looks cool. It's this big open world action RPG and everything with all the samurai ninja type stuff. We got like a late 19th century Japan. Pretty excited to see what this is about as we get closer to it. I have so much adoration for Batman Arkham Asylum, City and Night, and I have been really excited for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, but I was also really excited for Gotham Knights, and that game is kind of disappointing in a lot of ways. This is like the big game coming from Rocksteady, and they've been working on it for what seems like forever. I mean, Arkham Knight dropped in 2015, so Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is ambitious, and it should deliver, and honestly, if it doesn't, it's going to be so disappointing. This game has gotten delayed, and now we're not getting it until February of 2024, so they say. That gives a lot of time for Rocksteady to continue to work out the kinks in there. I have so much love for DC characters and storylines, and like I said, I love the Arkham games, so I'm hoping for something awesome to come from Rocksteady with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I'm just skeptical. There's just like a bunch of Assassin's Creed games that were like kind of announced and are coming eventually. I don't really know like what to say about them necessarily because they are just talking about all these plans ahead. Obviously Mirage is the one that's coming out this year. There's Red and Hex and Infinity and stuff. Assassin's Creed codename Red is definitely exciting because feudal Japan is something that fans of Assassin's Creed, myself included, have wanted to see in the franchise for a while now. I'm interested to look more into that, and also we'll just wait and see where Ubisoft goes with the franchise, especially after Mirage comes out. Marvel's Wolverine, I don't know when we're gonna get it. I mean, like potentially next year, right? They're dropping SpiderMan II this year. This is a developer that has proven to be awesome. I mean, they just create really good PlayStation games, and I cannot wait for Wolverine. I love that they got that IP in the works right now. We got developers behind Spider-Man, one of the best superhero games ever, and Spider-Man 2 looks amazing. And yeah, we're getting Wolverine. I hope it's very violent. Also, I wonder if it's going to connect to Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. That'd be really cool to expand the universe and all. Admittedly, I've never played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, but I know that people really love KOTOR. This PS5 remake of BioWare's classic should be really, really good. I'm just so excited to see how the modern technology of gaming and like the visuals and everything and how games have evolved could be adapted to recreating this classic storyline and this classic Star Wars game. As a Star Wars fan, I am really looking forward to being able to finally experience Knights of the Old Republic, but in what will probably be the best way, the definitive way. Machine Games is working on an Indiana Jones game, and that's really cool. The new Indiana Jones film will be out very soon at the time of recording, and I feel like if they have anything, Machine Games should announce something and get people more excited for it too, especially with Indiana Jones and its relevance right now. But who knows? This might not be out for a while. I like the Wolfenstein games a lot. The reboot series was awesome. I mean, I had so much fun with it. I thought the stories were told really well, and the action and the gameplay and everything was just visceral, so much fun, very hard, intense. And I'm so excited to just see what Machine Games can do with Indiana Jones. This IP is obviously super well regarded. The action and the adventure and everything like that, like to be able to get a game based entirely on it, I think that's awesome. Another Ubisoft game that's in development that I feel like we're not going to hear about for a while is a new Star Wars game. Obviously, at the time of recording, it's probably super early, so we don't know much about it at all, but Massive Entertainment's working on something in the Star Wars universe. As someone who's just really appreciated a lot of Ubisoft games in the past and their open world format, even though it's gotten a little dry and stuff, it's hard not to be excited to see what Ubisoft can do with Star Wars, but obviously I don't really have any other thoughts. It's just too early. Something else that's just a little bit too early to talk about is IO Interactive's next game, which is going to be a James Bond, Project 007 it's called right now. They've done such good work on the Hitman games, so IO Interactive has me excited to see what they can do with James Bond. I think it's a really great movie franchise to adapt to some kind of action adventure game, and these developers, like I said, they have proven work. I'm really interested in this. I really want to know more about it, but it's just way too early to talk about it, I guess. All right, so yeah, those are the games that I'm the most excited for as of now. A bunch of new things coming out this year, maybe next year, maybe the following year. Who knows? A lot of them we're probably gonna have to wait a while, but I just wanted to do a little rundown of the upcoming PS5 games on my radar. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Let me know, what are you the most excited for in the future of PlayStation 5?